Welcome. My name is Andrea Henning and I'm one of Tiara's business partners. And you landed on the workshop that is called Strategic Attraction Planning. You heard it right. Not strategic action, but strategic attraction. It's a tool that I particularly very much love because it contains magic, it contains a twist. You could say it's organized synchronicity. The intelligence underneath synchronicity, which is that you're kind of aligned with what you want. And this tool guides you there. The resource of this tool comes from Jan Stringer and Alan Hickman. And they have written two fantastic books. And one is Attracting Perfect Customers. And the other one is called Being Attraction Planning. And yeah, you will also find the links there if you are curious what they have written about it. But today, actually, we will choose one area and practice. And I will work alongside with you because I also figured out that I could use some strategic attraction. So what are we going to do? First of all, I would like you to determine an area in your life that you would like to attract something, that you would like to have something occurred in your life. It could be a new customer. It could also be like one of my business partners did, attract your perfect buyer for the house. It could be a new job. It could be anything. And if you haven't done that yet, please download the Tiara tool that goes with it, and I will share my screen and show you what I mean by that. So let me see. Yeah, it's called Tiara Tool Strategic Attraction Plan. And yeah, please download it and maybe print it so that you can use that as a format to write on. If you haven't done that yet, you can just pause my video here and do that and then come back. I also would advise you to really get comfortable and take this time for yourself. So maybe have something nice to drink next to you, maybe even light a candle, yeah, creating some sacred space around you for this fantastic adventure. Okay, so the first thing that I ask you to do is to put your name and the date there. And the one thing that you would like to attract with this plan. So make up your mind. You can repeat and use this tool from now on as often as you want. But start with something that you really would love to have traction on. Okay, so if you have done that, also maybe you get an idea already by when would you like to have that occurred in your life. Is it a month from now? Is it half a year? Is it within a year? So make up your mind by when you would like to have that attracted in your life. And then I will stop this share and go to the next one. Let me see if I can find it easily. Because when we, yeah, there it is. One sec. Whoop. Because as soon as we my technology is a little bit difficult. Wait a minute. Again, let me see if I can share this screen. What I wanted to share with you is a worksheet that is called Contrast and Clarity, because what happens with as soon as we want something, immediately what we don't want around this subject occurs. So while you think about it, I will try to to get my act together and pull up this tool. 1 second. Okay, let's see if this works. Yes, this is working. So what we are going to do first is you take this second Tiara tool that's called Contrast and Clarity. And if you haven't downloaded and printed that one, that's not such a big deal. You can just write it down on a piece of paper. And again, put there your focus area, whether it's a buyer for your house, a new job, a new client, anything else, whatever comes to mind. And first of all, write down on the left side, in the contrast column, everything that you don't want around this subject. The things that about a new client, about a buyer, everything that comes to mind that you are, from your experience, maybe previously experience, you are not so fond of. So go ahead. By the way, I will work on my subject today, which is getting a new client in Germany. What would be my perfect client? How? What would it look like? And one of the client also that I want is a bigger company, and there are a lot of contrast when it comes to my previous, my previous adventures with huge companies. So there's a lot for me to clear in terms of contrast and figuring out clarity. So go ahead, let's take the next maybe 3 or 4 minutes to work side by side on our contrast clarity. So, but start with the contrast and list as many as you can, and then I come back to you. Okay, so let's take stock, how far you are with that one. Let me share a couple of mine with these big corporations, the things that I have encountered that if I focus on them, I will never work with them again, so to say. So first of all, there were a lot of systems that didn't work, partners that were not accountable, not one person that took personal responsibility, and there was this huge bureaucracy. So these are all 4 pieces that would prevent me from wanting to work with these clients. However, I really, truly, dearly want it. And why do I want it? Because the people that work there, they deserve it. They also deserve to get in touch with their own inspiration and everything that we stand for. So that's the contrast. So then on the next piece, on the next column, it's called clarity. So from there, how can I then focus on what I want instead of these energy drainers? So it would be, for instance, then I would like them have systems that actually work and we can use. I would like to work with partners inside of the company that are accountable. I would like to have partners that travel with me throughout all the transformation process. So I would like to have a personal relationship with them and having them be next to me. So really also taking personal responsibility when things get tough and I need them. and of course the bureaucracy, like at least at that the bureaucracy, well, that we will always find a way through that. So work on your own list in terms of clarity and write some of these down. I will too. And if you have a bit more time, you can pause and just resume. Okay. And now you can go back to your format of the attraction plan, because actually right now you already have found the first pieces of that. So what you can do now is you can take your plan, and with this clarity piece, you already have the first steps of what the characteristics and qualities and attributes of your perfect fill in the blank are. So the characteristics, qualities, and attributes of my perfect client, they answer to the clarity that I have gained there. But that's not all. So there are a lot of pieces more that I could put there as qualities and characteristics, also coming from very good experiences that I have with them. So go ahead and just dream up as many positive characteristics and qualities of your perfect fill in the blank as you can think of. And this list can grow. So make a start there, and it can grow. And it really should feel good to you. And don't limit yourself with, is it feasible? And does that even exist? For instance, what can also be on the list is that if you go for a perfect client, that they are willing and happy to pay what you ask them for. So really be creative there. Go ahead. So we're here, the first question, qualities and characteristics and attributes of my perfect. Okay, if you're not yet completely ready, again, you can just pause and then resume, of course. One of the things that I have added to my list that's already there is that actually I want clients that love what I have to offer. And I want clients that pay in time their invoices. So all these kind of things are are pieces that I would love them to have. So, and this can grow, as I say. So whatever comes to mind, you can just go back to that question and put it there. So now let's go to step 2. And step 2 is a very interesting one. Step 2 is the question, what makes you and your perfect, for me it's my corporate client, tick? What makes you and your perfect buyer of your house tick, or your perfect job tick? So what does it mean? It means that the one thing that is most important to you, that makes you most happy, or whatever word you would like to use there, is also the thing that you and your perfect fill in the blank has in common. Because that's actually where in the core the alignment is. And how often don't we work for less perfect? That the one thing that really is most important for us, that we most love, is not compatible with the other party. So therefore, it is important to know what it is. And so what makes you and your perfect partner, client, colleagues, opportunities, house buyers tick? We will use a couple of questions that will bring you there. So bear with me. We will go and have a couple of questions there. The first question is, what do you love doing? What do you love doing? Next question is, when do you feel most alive? When do you feel most alive? Next question is, what moves and inspires you? Just in general, what moves and inspires you? Next question is, when do you have the most fun? What is present when you have the most fun? And what are the times you've been happiest? Or what are the times you are happiest? And then and for me, this did the trick. Like, what am I actually doing when I feel most alive? What do I see myself doing when I feel most alive? And then look at all your answers. And again, if I go too quick, you can always pause and resume. Look at the essence of these last set of questions. And maybe you can then craft one sentence and that captures your tick. You can say, what really makes me tick is, and then fill in the blank from the essence. And make it sweet and short. And feel if it nails it. You should feel while crafting it that the rightness of it. Don't make it complicated. What is the essence of what makes you tick? Mm-hmm. And just to give you a couple of questions, like mine personally is what really makes me tick is experiencing the magic of life. So whenever there's magic in it, that's why I love this tool so much, as I said in the beginning. That's what makes me tick. Synchronicity, magic, all these kind of things, very simple. Other examples are my tick is seeing the best in people and having them see it for themselves. That is what makes me tick. Or igniting the spark, or making a difference. Whatever it is for you, try to capture the essence and capture it in a sentence. Go ahead. And the thing is, when what makes us tick is present, we feel the fulfillment, we feel the joy of life, we feel the purpose, all makes sense. And what you actually want is that whatever you attract into your life, that this thing matches it. And how often do we go for less perfect because we think we need to be opportunistic, because we have to pay the mortgage or whatever other reasons there are to not going for perfect. And this attraction plan actually is enhancing your awareness of what it really is that you really want. Yeah, you want the clients or the buyers of the house or the job that matches that, the people in that job that match that as much as possible. Can you feel that? That's my question. Can you feel that? Does it make sense? When I first took the tick question, it really landed. It really landed in my soul, so to say, that it is about that, and everything else is just, yeah, kind of coming second. And it hasn't changed. So that your tick, whereas the first step, of course, and then the other steps that we take, they depend on what you want to attract. This piece stays the same. Okay, let's go to the next question. The next question is actually the question with the twist where the magic comes. So listen carefully. Something makes you tick. There's also the qualities and characteristic that you would love to find in your perfect thing that you attract. And then there is the question, how do I show up in the equation? And this question is about not how you think you should show up or what you think is expected from you. It is what you choose to be expected from you. So you choose for your perfect, for instance, my corporate client, in my own example, what do I choose for my perfect client to expect from me? And it's only something that I am willing to actually be expected. So what is it that I choose to be counted on? What what I value. So it's not like, oh, I should be available 25 hours a day. No, I choose to be available and fill in the blank for you. I want to be expected for instance, my authenticity. I want to be counted on for my professionality, because I love being a professional, for instance. I also could think about, I want to be counted on for my humor, or for my directness. Whatever it is, you choose it. So what you want is that what you are willing to offer is the thing that they actually are looking for. Yeah. So it's not something that you should be or should deliver. Yes. So one other example, and then I'll let you work on it, is like, wouldn't it be nice to have actually a client or a job where they value that you are good in drawing your boundaries, or that you are good in prioritizing your family values first? So whatever it is, create it so that you can choose it wholeheartedly. Go ahead. Okay, again, you can pause this video and then resume. And in the meantime, let's see how far you have gotten. So let me give a couple of examples that are there. A couple of examples are, for instance, that you want to be expected to return emails and calls within 24 hours, or that you meet the agreed upon timelines, or that you communicate honestly, even on the tough stuff, or that you are collaborative, or that you create a relationship of trust and integrity. Or one of the ones that I have put there is, I want them to count on me for that. I tell them the truth, that I'm authentic, that I love them, that I support them, but I also know that I am enough, which is a very important one, especially in these environments. Sometimes you are tested on that, and therefore I want to commit. They can expect from me an attitude where I know I am enough, so I cannot be diminished by the forces that are often in play there. So now comes the thing. You have this whole list there. And that's the attraction piece, actually. You have what you expect from your perfect clients, or your perfect, whatever you are attracting here. There are some characteristics and qualities. There's something that you choose to be counted on. And now you have to look into that deeply and honestly. Where are you 100% match already? So where are you the person who returns emails and calls within 24 hours? Are you? Is that 100%? Or even 99%? Even with 99%, you're not completely a match to the perfect, what you want to attract. Or Are you a person that meets upon agreed timelines? Or are you a person that always communicates honestly, even on the tough stuff? Or do you avoid sometimes the tough stuff? Or in my case, do I dare to be authentic? Do I dare to tell the truth always? Do I always love them? And last but not least, do I know that I am enough? So look at your list and honestly put a little star where you are not yet 100%, where you think, there's some room for improvement. Go ahead. And also enjoy where you actually can already see that you are 100%. So where are you? Where aren't you? Go ahead. That was a quick one, wasn't it? So now the point is, the perfect thing that we want to attract needs our commitment to this 100%, so that we are aligned. Otherwise, the two cannot come together, and that is where the magic is. So step 4 actually is 2 pieces. First, what will you do differently to be more attractive? So I already gave you the assignment to look at where you're currently not doing 100%. And you can then rewrite those items along with a date that you will begin doing those. So for instance, one of mine that was not completely 100% was knowing that I'm enough, especially when it comes to a different foreign language that I'm not completely comfortable with. I can feel kind of not enough. I can feel that I fall short there. And I don't want to do that. So that is actually a mindset. So in order for me to reach the 100%, I have to change my mindset. I have to deeply know I am enough. What I have to offer is enough, even if it's not my mother tongue that I am delivering it. And I write this down and I put the date of today. So per today, I declare that I know that I am enough. There might also be some things there that you have written down in the trend of I want them to expect from me that I know their business. And maybe you don't know their business completely. So then you could actually make a commitment to take some time and to get yourself up to speed with that. So it's in the doing and in the mindset. But the most important thing is the commitment to this 100%. So go ahead and look at your list. And then what you actually can do for yourself is you read through the list and you can pause and you can say to yourself, think about yourself. By the date of today, you can look at the date, declare that I choose to tell the truth, be authentic, be different than their culture, love them, value them, support them, be confident, and I know that I'm enough. That would be a declaration of this little list that I have come up with so far. So now do your own practice. And if you've done it well, you should feel that whatever gap there might have been between your perfect and who you are inside of that, the gap closes. To give you a little other example, when it comes, for instance, to selling your house, that's a very good example. And you want to have the perfect buyer. One of the things that that you should be expected of is that I can let go of the house. And what you detect then in this commitment that you will let go of the house, you will actually also sometimes encounter some grief or some hidden resistance there. Even if your mind thinks that you really want to sell your house, your subconscious might think differently. And if that's the case, there's something in between and it cannot come. Yeah. Or that you want a new job and you want a new job with new responsibilities or new challenges, but you have some small children there. And so secretly something can sneak in there that prevents you meeting your perfect or whatever it is. So there's the magic inside of that. So please look at it again, make sure that it really, really feels good. Maybe also grow the step 1 answers, like the characteristics and qualities, once you now think of perfect, and add them. So it's a living document. And then be at the lookout as for how we call it, signs of lands. So maybe the buyer doesn't come along tomorrow, but the first inquiries may be already in line with what you were contemplating. Yeah. So be at the lookout, be curious, expect magic. I know that magic is there. And yeah, whatever you want to share, you can comment, you can ask, you're part of this circle, of this membership, this resource circle. So we are always available. So thanks a lot for being with me here today and having me also sort out my own attraction, close my own gap here. And yeah, let's stay in touch, and maybe I see you in another workshop. Bye.